Hello, in this video we are going to share with you how to deal with the TOEFL IBT test in the reading section and the type of questions. But what is TOEFL IBT?
TOEFL IBT is an international test that measures the academic knowledge of non-native speakers in English language. It is more useful for colleges and universities around the world.
How to recognize the types of questions from the reading section? In TOEFL IBT exam, we will have 3 academic reading passages to complete. So it means that we should complete from 36 to 42 questions with a total time of 60 minutes and a maximum score of 30 points.
Number 1. Vocabulary and reference. Reading skill 1. How to identify this question? The key point in this question is the word or phrase that is closest in meaning to. We have to read the whole sentence with the target vocabulary word in its context and determine what part of the speech the word is.
Number 2. Recognize reference. Reading skill 2. Recognize reference. How to identify the question? The most typical phrase in this part is, the word in the passage refers to. In this part, it's useful to determine the kind of reference word, if it is singular or plural, and establish the context around both the referent and the reference for it.
Number 3. Recognize paraphrases. How to identify the question? Which of the sentences below best expresses the essential information? Well, for this type of question, we have to use punctuation mark, such as comma, to break the sentences down into 2 parts and then identify the transitional word in order to choose the correct answer.
Number 4. Sentence insertion. How to identify the question? The most typical phrase in this question is, where the sentence best fit? Click in the square to add sentence to the passage. In these questions, we have to determine if it is a general idea or a specific detail. We have to read the sentences that are before and after each section in order to notice if it is understandable from context.
Number 5. Factual information. How to identify those type of questions? Well, in those type of questions, there are some keywords in order to take into account. For example, it is stated in paragraph 1, it is indicated in paragraph 2, what is implied in paragraph 3, in paragraph 4, it can be inferred that. So, those are keys in the questions. We need to go directly to the paragraph that the question is mentioned. And obviously, we need to take notes. And then we need to look for keywords such as dates, names, and location because it is very useful to save time and is very useful to choose the correct answer.
Number 6. Identify negative facts. Reading skill 6. How to identify the questions? The most typical phrases in this type of questions are, according to the passage, which of the following is not true? Or, all of the following are mentioned except. Those thoughts are the key words on those type of questions. Furthermore, the questions are given in the same order as the information is presented. So here we have to keep that are words that are not true or not mentioned.
Number 7. Inference from stated facts. How to identify those kind of questions? Okay, as the previous skill, there are some prompts that we need to take into account in order to identify it. For example, according to paragraph, what can be inferred for paragraph? We need to develop our critical thinking and the ability to draw conclusions. It is very important in this part. We need to predict future events and probable causes and effects in order to choose the best answer. Number 9. Summary chart. How to identify this question? Okay, an introductory sentence for a brief summary of the passage is provided below. Complete the summary by selecting 3 answer choices that expresses the most important ideas in the passage. Well, in this type of questions, we need to read the thesis statement and the first sentence of each paragraph. Then we need to go to the answer. Of course, we need to take notes. We need to go to the answers and eliminate choices. We need to remember that there are 3 correct answers. According to the notes that you take, we need to choose the correct option.
Number 10. Schematic table. Reading skill 10. How to identify the question? The most typical phrase in this type of question is: complete the table below to summarize information about, in this case, the topic in the passage. Match the appropriate statements to. In this skill, we have to scan the paragraph and then paraphrase the information and eliminate choices. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Carla, and I really hope that the tips that I presented before will be really useful to you when you decide to take the TOEFL examination. Good luck!
Okay, guys, that was all for today. We hope that this video will be useful to you at the moment to take the TOEFL IBT exam, especially in the reading section. See you soon in the next video about listening. My name is Gabi and good luck.